Hello, neighbors. Hello, friends. It is nice to see you all again. I want to introduce you to this little angel. This little angel here is Freya. We named her Freya because Freya means noble lady. And this little girl is such a little lady, aren't you, baby? I want to tell you a little story about how we came about to adopt this rescue and her background. Her background is not such a happy one, eh, babes? Hey, babes. She's getting used to this life, though, and she's enjoying it because she's getting spoiled. Uh, okay. For those of you who may not know who I am, if you're new to the channel, or a first-time viewer or whatever, my name is Jerry Ellen. My husband's name is Graham, and we are both retired. And we live in Southern Ontario, Canada. And yeah, that's a little bit about us. We went on a vacation, my husband and I, to Dominican. I had packed food for what I thought we were going. We thought we were going to go to Cuba. I'm backing up a little bit here. So I bought a big bag of cat food, hard cat food. Hey, baby. Yeah. And I packed two little bowls, one for water, one for the food, and away we went. I took clothes, of course, my stuff too, our stuff. And we ended up going to Dominican, and there's a lot of stray dogs in Dominican. And I'll try to put a clip or two at the end of this video. They're so precious, my heart just broke. I went around with this backpack on all the time, to the beach, to the restaurants, to the buffets, to the pool. Had that backpack with me the whole time. And I would put a couple of bottles of water in my backpack, a Ziploc baggie of food for the day for the dogs, and I would give them water, and they like the cat food. It was fish and chicken or whatever flavors was in it or whatever. But anyway, two of the dogs on the resort that were around the whole time, they followed us, and we sat with them, we petted them, we fed them. They were so sweet. And my heart was breaking. I wanted so much to take them home with me. And Graham said, there's dogs home that need us too, so we can't take these dogs, Jerry. I'm not cut out for being at these resorts and stuff with the animals around. The resort was really nice. We enjoyed ourselves, don't get me wrong. I loved being with my husband. This was our first type of vacation alone at all-inclusive like that. Anyway, so soon as my husband said that, see, I wasn't sure if I was ready to get another doggy after, oh, Harrietta's picture came up on the slide right there. After Harrietta, a year and a half ago, we had to say goodbye to our little wire fox terrier, Harrietta. So anyway, long story, even longer here, I guess. I went back to the hotel room. I emailed our vet, Dr. Shannon, and I told her that we were thinking that we're going to adopt, and I was already on a site looking at her and wanted to try to get her. And I asked her if I could put her down as a reference, and she said, oh my gosh, we were just talking about you the other day, Saturday, or this Sunday when I emailed her. And she was talking about how she hoped that Graham and I'd be ready someday to have another dog, because she knows how much we cared for Harrietta. Harrietta was a rescue as well. This little one was an emergency rescue. And we started the application process. I attached the email, the nice letter that the vet gave us to the application and stuff, and we started the process. Freya here, she's an American Cocker Spaniel. She was at a puppy mill, was never allowed indoors. She was kept out in the barn. Hey, baby. Petrified of everything. This dog's afraid of her own shadow. She sticks to me like glue, though. Who's that, baby? That a microphone? Yeah. And, yeah, heartbreaking. Anyway, covered in feces, matted, just puppies after puppies after puppies. She's 4 years old. Harrietta, when we got her, she was 7. And Freya here is afraid to even get food or water out of her bowl. She was bullied by other dogs. I guess they just fed them in one area thingy. And it's all like whoever strongest, I guess, gets to the food or gets enough of it or whatever. And so she thinks that she's stealing her own food. She'll go over and she'll grab she'll look around, she'll go in circles, she'll hide a little bit, she'll go and grab some food, and then she'll take off and hide and look at the bowl and wait and go back out and do it over again. So that's heartbreaking to watch. So I started to sit with her and hand feed her and let her know that it's hers, she can take it. And I put a little bit on the floor, make a little trail and stuff for her to pick up and go to her bowl. And I tell her, such a good girl. And I wish I could just express to you, like, don't go to a breeder unless you know they're reputable, please. So anyway, now what I do to feed her is I sit down with her on the couch and I give her her bowl and I pet her, and she's really calm if I'm with her when it comes time for eating and stuff. But I'm trying to get her used to, it's okay, good girl, this is all yours, baby. It's all yours. Everything's all yours. Yes. And yeah, she's scared of the camera equipment and stuff. So we had her since December 7th. We came back we had a virtual home visit with the adoption rescue place. She was with her foster mom for 3 weeks. She got spaded and her vaccines and stuff. And she was with her foster mom for 3-4 weeks before we got her. And I'm trying to get her used to, I have you guys on my camera stand a bit away. She's afraid of stuff. She's afraid of everything. She's afraid of her own shadow. And that's true. If she sees her own shadow, she's running. And we're getting her used to indoor sounds. She's not used to the certain sounds and textures and that of indoors. So she's getting used to all that. And she loves attention. She had Harrietta, when we got her, it took her 8 months before she would even make a sound. And we were so happy when she started to bark. We praised her. Oh my gosh. Then she was a chatterbox. She'd make little sounds to talk to us, and she'd do certain barks for certain things. And she'll sit on the stairs and bark at us because she wanted me to go to bed with her or whatever. And she hasn't made a sound yet. She only like little like just a little sound like that or whatever. So we can't wait to hear her bark and let her know that it's okay. That's nothing bad's going to happen to her. The vet, we took her to our vet, and the vet said that she probably had a prior injury on one of her paws in the front, her right paw. It does, dogs walk with their, like this kind of thing, with their pads like that. And her foot bends like that, her paw bends like that. She probably had a sprain or something, and pulled ligaments, and that's the way that it healed. I don't even know if they really got her any help, the people that had her. This is her collar. says Freya. My name is Freya. Call my mom and my phone number. But I'm even getting I gotta not have this on her in the house because if this touches her bowl or whatever, Harrietta never wore a collar neither. She for the same reasons. Just the sounds are kind of scary. If it touches her bowl, it taps her bowl, then she'll take off running and think that something is after her, and it's her collar. Only I put it on her to take her. Put it on her to take her to the vet or whatever. I got to get her a new harness. Harrietta's stuff doesn't fit her, and the foster mom gave a few things, uh, but the harness is a little bit too big. She's too scared to go for a walk. Petrified. It took Harrietta a year to get used to certain things. Harrietta, for the first 7 years of her life, pretty much was just kept in a cage the whole time. And Harrietta ended up with nail problems and pad problems on her paws. And that was an ongoing issue for her because she wasn't properly looked after. And certain sounds and everything, for all Harrietta's life with us, there's certain sounds that just made her tremble. So we have the TV on and we knew that the show was going to have these certain sounds. The show went off where or Graham or whoever was watching it went to another room to watch it so the dog wouldn't get scared. This is a rambling video. Let's ramble on, Jerry the Rambler. And so what else can I tell you about her? Yeah, she's so kind and gentle. She loves attention. And we say we got to pay the puppy tax when we're going by her. We have to give her pets, and she loves getting hugs and kisses and belly scratches. And we're just going to keep on telling her how beautiful she is and how much we love her. And we show her lots of love, and that's to know that the world is not that bad. Harrietta stuck to me like glue. Any of you that know or seen the videos, Harrietta was my sidekick, and this now is my new partner in crime. She getting used to Graham. Yeah. Harrietta took some time to get used to men too. So Graham, she loves him if he's staying still. She'll sit with him and he'll give her belly scratches and he'll tell her how beautiful she is. And but if Graham is in standing, she won't walk by him. She won't walk by him in any room. He has to leave the room or kind of hide for her to go by. So she's a bit frightened of that. She at first was afraid when we took her out. She was afraid to come in the house because she was thought, am I going to be in trouble for trying to go in there? But now she is starting to learn to play with me outside. Harrietta didn't know how to play with toys for the longest time. So it took us a while to teach Harrietta how to play with stuff. She never played with a ball. She didn't really know how. But she ended up liking teddy bears and stuff. And this little girl's getting used to some things too. Yeah, aren't you? Anyway, that's what's been happening in my world. And I really missed you guys because, hi, sweetheart, I love you. Yes, I love you. Yeah, I really miss you guys, and I really want to make 2026 better at doing content because you are an important part of my life. And I haven't been really showing that. And I want to show that. I want to show that you are an important part of my life. And you're an important part of my life too, sweetheart. Anyway, I hope that your new year is off to a great start. I do appreciate you all being here. I know sometimes the world is not such a pleasant place. So spread love and kindness where you can and do what you can, because life is very short. And I want you to have a good one. I want you to have a good life. I want you to have a stress-free life. And that's hard. I know that's hard. Because there's always going to be stresses. But, surround yourself with good people and surround yourself with the little things that bring you joy, healthy things too. Like, don't find joy in things that aren't good for you. Hey, babes. She loves affection. She just really, what if you stop, she looks for it again. Yeah. Sometimes she'll come over and she'll just tap me with her paw ever so nicely to ask for a hug. And when she taps me with her paw, I just give her a hug. Tell her how much I love her. Yeah, I do too. And this is how we treated all our doggies. We had Harrietta, and we had a dog before Harrietta, Fancy. Both rescues, both with not such a nice background. And we just have to shower them with love. Yeah. And show them that the world is a good place. And the rest of their time in it is going to be full of joy and love and yumminess. Yummy foods too. Hey, yummy food. Anyway, peace, love, God bless, and I'll see you all again soon. Oh, and I'll try to put a little clip of a doggy or two that we had the joy of being around in the Dominican.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
She good girl.